覚悟してろよ。行くぜ。
Welcome to World Breaker Coo's Reviews. I'm your host, World Breaker Coo. We've had an awesome year. I want to thank you all for staying with me and checking me out this year. Today we are reviewing the top 10 Marvel Legends of 2017. Now, there are some criteria for this selection. I will not be picking any basically repaints. So if they've been released before or they're mostly repaints or mixed hodgepodge from other figures, I'm going to try to avoid them. Can't be perfect, but I'm going to try my best to avoid them. Okay? So with that said, let's get right into the first, or actually runner-up, of the top 10, because there was plenty of good ones this year. We had Vulture, Spider-Man 2099, Colossus, Dazzler, Miss Marvel, but I felt the runner-up for sure for just missing this list is Man-Thing. Great figure, you should pick it up. Now let's start the countdown. Alright, number 10, we have Mary Jane. You guys might have seen this from me this summer. I absolutely love this figure. She just barely edged out Man-Thing. To be honest, I still think I like Man-Thing more, but if you look at this, before they took the Black Widow and tried to make it the same, this was the original face for Mary Jane. Love the freckles, the jeans on point, before Jessica Jones. Reused purse, but that's okay. It was just a nice figure with the shading. That's why she is definitely worthy of the number 10. After Mary Jane comes number 9, and this might be a shocker for some of you. This is a straight up A-Force Marvel Legends in the likeness of Loki, Lady Loki. This one edged out Mary Jane for a couple reasons. One, way more accessories. The molding here, just like the Mary Jane had a nice new head, so does Lady Loki. And I don't see anyone else using the same head because of the runes in her hair. Maybe the same face, but definitely not the same hair, not the same horns, because you just can't do that. They've already used the cape for Sith, but you know they came in the same pack, so I'll take that. The paint is also just on point. Like that's nice. She was definitely a higher contender earlier in the year, but Marvel Legends just has really killed it this year with adding more figures. So that's why she gets number 9. From number 8, we're moving on up to the Thor SDCC pack. And I've shot a couple of pictures with him before with the 2-pack short head version of Thor, and it looks better, but I wanted to make sure you guys saw that I am using the original one, because this figure, just the hair, the buck is nice. They used it for young Thor, but this was, I think, what this was really intended for. And the arm looks amazing. This is one of the sleeper hits, I think, for this year, and probably my favorite Thor that I own, especially if you take and switch the movie head to this figure. It even beats the Marvel Select, in my opinion, at that point. So, again, number 8 is Unworthy Thor. Moving right along, we're going to go to number 7. And it is, again, another Thor SDCC pack. This pack killed it, folks. Boar nearly made the list. And I liked him a lot. But Malekith, if you're wondering why he's so high, I read the comics. They are spot on. The paint deco on this guy is spot on, looking like a Two-Face from Marvel. The hair wash, the face, just, I mean, the sculpt, it's just, they killed it. He even gets a nice couple accessories, original belt, nice original sword. I absolutely love this figure. Just love it. It's a shame that some people reported that they got 2 left hands on accident, but you know, it's what it is. So at the end of the day, he's easily worth the number 7. And rounding out the bottom of top 5, or top 10, bottom portion, is Gamora. Gamora is another Marvel Legend that earlier in the year was ranked higher. But there's been a lot of good figures since then, so that's why she's a little bit lower now, but she still has one of the best Marvel Legends faces I've ever seen. I just wish they would have added more life to her, because that's a little bit dull. Had she been smiling or looking more intense or even yelling, I think she would have been worthy of the top 5 for sure. Love the, shading in the hair, very accurate. I had to look at this buck twice just to make sure that this wasn't Hot Toys or something, because they just did that good of a job. Love the accessories. You saw the extra sword unleashed fell off of it, but they added that too with the sword. I mean, they killed it. The only thing that I really don't like about this figure, which is probably why it ranked a little bit lower, is the boots. These boots make it very difficult to stand. So that's why you see me handling it so much. But again, she is my number 6. Now let's get to the top 5. All right, and here we go at number 5. We got the Phoenix. This figure had 3 different heads that were all gorgeous. I'm using the one with the flame effects right now. As you can see, she had a Phoenix on her hand. That's not that great, but this was my favorite 2-pack of the year, easily. Maybe I'll do a list for that. But yeah, she had the shading, she had the face, the effects, the extra accessories that warrant her the number 4 on the list. So moving right along, we're gonna go to our number 4. Excuse me, Gamora was number 5. Number 4 is the big guy. Let's move on out. He's that big. So we've got Gladiator Hulk. I'm a huge Hulk fan, and this Hulk was one of the greatest figures for Marvel Legends. So there's no way it wouldn't get on the list. You see all the paint, the hair, the paint on the face. They could have did a little bit more for the hair here, but the extra accessories, so much. It's hard to believe this guy is a Build-A-Figure. Like, he is truly a Build-A-Figure. Like, this is what you feel like you're getting your money's worth here. Those $20 Marvel Legends packs aren't so bad once you're getting something like this. So he easily was worthy of the top 4, almost stuck in the top 3. He would have been in the top 3 if it was not for my favorite X-Men, Cyclops. Let's move back in because he's a little bit smaller. Does this figure have problems? Yes. The parts here that do not slide up and down unless you glue them in here. He doesn't have an effect either. Had he had those items, he would have been number 1, because for 1, he's my favorite character. 2, if he didn't have any deficiencies, he'd be number 1. But this figure is highly sought after. It was nuts how many people were trying to get this guy and how high he rose on eBay this past summer. But I think he's well than worth it. I don't think anyone really complains overall. You've seen a lot of customs with this guy wearing the Wolverine coat, but it's what it is. So number 3 goes to the man, Cyclops. Now for our top 2. I'd have to say 2017 will be always remembered for the year of the Marvel Legend women. They killed it this year. And Hela is no exception. Where do I begin? For one, this figure is just amazing looking. She can work for both comic and movie. Came with 2 heads. And just an amazing paint job. The head made every Marvel Legend collector cringe trying to get it out of the package, because it's so nice. A little bit flexible, but still delicate. The suit design, look at the little creases and molded material there. I mean, again, folks, this was a close, call between who got number 1 and who got number 2. I'm very, very happy with both of these figures. I'm tempted to get another Angela just because mine has a slight defect with her leg, and I don't want it to ever break and have to try to find this thing again. But nonetheless, easily one of my favorite figures of the year, period. Not just Marvel Legends, but you can see her scale. She's big, as Asgardian should be, since she is that from the movie. Spoiler alert. But yeah, she's the number 2, which means it's time for our final Marvel Legend. And if you watched earlier this year, you may know who the number 1 was. It has not changed. She came all the way from Image Comics and landed her butt in Marvel Comics. And they did her justice. Like an angel from the sky, there is Angela. And you're probably wondering, like, why is she still number 1? Look at her, okay? For one, how many pieces, if you don't count Sif, have you seen redone for Angela? This is all original molding for her. Look at the legs. Look at the back cape back there. The sword, the axes, the bra, the face, the makeup. This is when I first saw this, I was like, there's no way that's a Marvel Legend, because they don't have that much paint and that much, care, put on them. Look at the ribbon. So I went over this before, so there's no need to really go over it again. This is not number 1. I love the figure. I love the character even more so, but when you do this good of a job for the figure and the character, you're going to do good things. So I hope you all enjoyed my top 10 Marvel Legends for the year. I will be doing several more videos this year for top 10s before this out. Look forward to seeing my top 20 action figures of the year, the top 10 Transformers, which probably will happen after the new year, and my top 10 Marvel Legend repaints, because there's so many good figures this year. The repaints deserve their own category. So again, thanks for watching. I love all you guys. Thanks for the great year. Don't forget to look at the previous video there, or subscribe if you haven't here. If you're new and you see that I have 95 subscribers, help it get up. Get to that 100. We want to do a giveaway. Thanks for watching. Peace.